Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss topic 15, that is about agroforestry. Agroforestry. So as I have discussed about agroforestry in the previous classes, that is agriculture plus forestry. When we grow forestry, the trees from forestry and agriculture crops in the same piece of land to get benefits, economical, social, environmental benefits from the combination, that is what agroforestry is. Hope you all know it. So this is very important topics. Many times benefits, differences relating to agroforestry have been asked. So you should keep holistic notes of this topic and we will do everything in detail here. So very important topic. Many questions has been asked. So keep making notes. So first of all, we are going to discuss what are the benefits of agroforestry. First of all, we have got environmental benefits. So some of the environmental benefits are reduction of pressure, on forests, nutrient cycling, efficient nutrient cycling, better protection of ecological systems, reduction in surface runoff, soil erosion, etc. When surface runoff will reduce, it will significantly reduce soil erosion, and improvement of soil structure. Soil structure will be improved. So these are some of the environmental benefits of agroforestry. Now moving on to economic benefits. I think these are very easy things. I hope you all understand it. Now moving to economic benefits of agroforestry. Economic benefits. Increment of outputs. First, in agriculture system we are just having agricultural output, but due to agroforestry we are getting both agricultural outputs and forestry outputs, such as food, fuel wood, timber, etc. So increment of outputs. And it has been seen in agroforestry systems that there has been reduction in crop failures. Reduced crop failures because agricultural trees supports crop through various means. They provide fertilizers through organic matter from their leaves falling on the fields. They improve the soil structure, as I have told earlier. There are many things. And this will lead to increase in farm income, as we can sell both forestry and agricultural products. So these were some of the economic benefits of agroforestry. Now moving to social benefits. Improvement in living standard of farmers. As if the income will increase, hence the living standard will automatically increase. It also helps to give sustained employment to farmers. They can open some timber based or wood based small scale industries. So these are the benefits. Improvement in nutrition. nutrition and health of farmers and citizens, because it leads to increase in quality, diversity of food outputs. This all you can see in agroforestry systems. Even we can use a pastoral system in agroforestry systems. We can keep animals, so they provide us protein, you all know, through milk. They can provide us milk, meat, eggs, many things. And it helps in improvement in upland communities living in valleys, in mountains, in hilly areas, as they have to shift their site. Time after time. So agroforestry has reduced the need to shift the site. In some areas, it also eliminated the need to shift the sites. So this is one more good benefit of agroforestry. Hope you all understand it. Now we have many shortcomings of agroforestry also. Shortcomings of agroforestry. What farmers do, they opt for market-oriented trees instead of trees that are ecologically good for their field. So they neglect ecological good tree and opt for market-oriented trees, which will give them high price. So that leads to failure of many agroforestry system. Agroforestry has many benefit big farmers. It has led to absentee landlordism. What here happens? The landlord is absent, the field is vacant, he is living somewhere, he is doing some computer science job in Delhi, and he is having a land in the village. So what he will do? He is not able to cultivate crop. He will come and do some plant there some trees. So here it encourages absentee landlordism. So this is one of the side effects, and the farm is shifted to trees instead of food crops. That I was doing. Diversion of good agricultural lands from cereal and commercial crop may lead to scarcity of food. And sometimes what you do, we grow trees in fertile lands which would have hold more crops. So these things can lead us to nutritional security. We could have problems of nutritional or food security in future. Lack of scientific and technical knowledge of doing agroforestry to farmers do not have that much of technical and scientific knowledge to do agroforestry properly. So these are some shortcomings. You make a note of this and make a rough notes of this, the classes I am taking, and then in fresh pages try to make notes and in your own words. That will help you more. Although you should make notes, and keeping these things in the bullet points, you can explain these things, you can add your points, so that will help, because it is UPSC, it is not a simple class 10th exam that there are 5 points I am writing the good marks. You should be creative here. So these are the things you need to do. And what I am doing here, I am clearing your concepts, I am giving the points and topics from where they will ask question. They can ask shortcomings of agroforestry programs in India. You have to write these things. Now one more question was asked, and that is important, that won't be asked again. Agroforestry systems in Indo-Gangetic plains. What are the benefits, what are the negatives of agroforestry system in Indo-Gangetic plain? So we all know that Indo-Gangetic plain has been helpful for our country to achieve self-sufficiency in food grains. and this has been major contributor. This has led to be a self-sufficient in food grains. But what happened due to introduction of HYB seeds and high fertilizer, high irrigation, the quality of the soil of Indo-Gangetic plant, soil quality has reduced. So what agroforestry can be helpful here? Because agroforestry can balance the ecological conditions here, ecological balance. Ecological balance. We can obtain ecological balance through agroforestry in the region. Through agroforestry in the region. So you can introduce this way the things I told now. Now, what are the benefits? It can save marginal land from further degradation. Further degradation, and also can increase productivity of the lands. We will have increased value of output in the area through agroforestry. It can supply raw materials such as timber, food, forage, etc. to local people. It can help in nutritional security of local people. Moving on to next benefits. It will diversify the outputs in the region. And that will reduce the risk, reduce climatic, biological, and market related risks. So what kind of agroforestry systems can be used in the region? Systems which can be used in Indo-Gangetic regions are Agri-Silbi system, that is agriculture and trees. Silbi pastoral system, that is trees and animals. Agri-Silbi pastoral system. We can introduce apiculture in these systems. A tree will help honey rearing. We can do aquaforestry. You can grow trees around your, suppose this is pond, aquaforestry, and we are having fishes in it. So what we will do, we will grow trees in all the sides of pond. What it will do, it will hold the soil here, it will reduce the runoff and soil erosion in this region, and it will also help in enhancing fish production. So these are some of the systems. And the common trees which can be used in the region are common trees. You can be used for agroforestry in this region are Dalbergia siso, that is sesame, eucalyptus species. We can use Tectona grandis, that is teak. We can use acacia species such as acacia nilotica can be used here. So these are some of the common trees. We can use populus species. So these are some common trees which are very nice. It is a fast growing species. Populus species. So it can be used in agroforestry in Indo-Gangetic region. Now moving on to the next topic. So what is subsistence agroforestry system? Subsistence agroforestry systems. In this, use of land is directed towards satisfying basic needs. Use of lands towards satisfying Basic needs. We have discussed subsistence agriculture previously. It is subsistence agroforestry, just to use our basic needs, and is mostly managed by farmer and his family. This was a question asked short note in subsistence agroforestry system, so that is what you know. And this is done mainly by marginal and small farmers, those people who have not much of finance available, so they can grow some crops. If they have a small amount of land, they can grow some tree crops with agricultural crops, so that will help them for their fuel wood, for some fruits. It will provide them some leaves, etc. for animals. So this is what subsistence agroforestry system is. I hope you all understand it. And in this question, the question was like this: short notes on subsistence agroforestry system and Taungya system. So we have discussed subsistence agroforestry system. Now we are going to discuss Taungya system. Important, it is also asked couple of times in UPSC previous years. Taungya system. It is a kind of shifting cultivation in which cultivator are allowed to plant forest tree species and raise agricultural crops in between the rows. Suppose there are rows of trees, so in between we will raise some trees in between rows of forest trees simultaneously, and after 3 to 5 years they will clear the land. They will not grow for crops in this land, and they will move to another land. So this is what Taungya system is. Shifting cultivation in which cultivators are allowed to plant forest tree species and raise agricultural crops in the between rows of forest. We will raise agricultural crops in between the range of forest trees, rows of forest trees, not raise rows of forest trees. So this is what Taungya system is. It has certain merits such as suppression of weeds and climbers, regeneration of forest species, what they do after growing these things, they move to another patch, they cut the trees there, plant trees as per the rows, then grow crops and move to another patch. So the trees which they grow are left over on the region, so the tree regenerates. Employment opportunity, it provides to rural people the fertilization to crops through forest species, increase forest wealth. These are some of the merits. Moving on to some demerits. Erosion and soil fertility loss, exploitation of human labor. As we all know, in all shifting cultivations, soil erosion is a main factor, a main demerit. Human labor, danger of epidemics. We all know if you disturb nature, there are chances of epidemics, zoonotic diseases. Forest trees are not cared, they are just grown, and the main focus on agricultural crops are not cared properly. Even cultivators sometimes are seen to claim legal rights on the land. legal right on forest land, increase land tenure. So these are some of the common demerits of the agroforestry system. Now moving on, one question that we asked in previous year: difference between social forestry and agroforestry. Difference between social forestry and agroforestry. Here we grow tree for social objectives. Most social objectives, for a cleaning environment, where there is a barren land, we are growing it. But here our main aim is to economic objective through agroforestry system. Although we are looking into ecology, but we are also gaining some income from it. There is here we use technology, proper technology and research and development, proper knowledge you should have of having good agroforestry system. Here the main emphasis of ecological plus social interaction. Here we have ecological plus economic interaction. Here we don't need any kind of specific tech. We just raise forest crops in some barren lands. Here some technology, research, study, etc. are needed. Here there is no such guarantee to grow forest crops with other trees or other agricultural crops. You can grow forest crops with anything, another forest crop, some legumes, etc. But here we have to grow forest crops plus agricultural crops. It is only done on barren lands, wastelands, and it is only done on agricultural field, the land in which we are doing agriculture. It can be anywhere, roadside also, roadside, community lands, but it is primarily done on agricultural field, farmers field. Now moving to other differences. It is a short rotation forestry. Fast growing species we mainly prefer, temple populars. It is also short rotation forestry. There is no difference, but I am pointing out here. It is also short rotation forestry. And one more definition you should remember about social forestry you can use in your while starting your answers in your introduction. Social forestry is the forestry of the people, for the people, and by the people. So you should remember it. You all know it's of democracy, but this is when using social forestry of the people, by the people, and for the people. And sometimes they have asked difference between social forestry and agroforestry, but sometimes they have also asked a difference between agroforestry and agroastrology. If you will see previous year questions, you will deal here. So as I have discussed everything about agroforestry, now moving on to what agroastrology is. Or you can say it graminology. It is a scientific study of grasses, scientific study of grasses. It is important in maintenance, maintenance of wild and grazed grasslands. When it is used to maintain some agricultural crops such as rice, maize, wheat, which can be used in animal fodder. It can be used in environment and horticulture, where we have use of grasses. Turf grass management, you can use these in turf grass management. It can be used in ecological conservation, as grasses are major part of ecology. How? Because they hold soil, they stop soil erosion. So these are some of the things of agroecology. Mainly you should know it is of grasses, and it is used to maintenance of grassland, agri crops, rice, maize, wheat, because these are all can be counted as grasses because these are used as animal fodder. So it looks into animal fodder. In horticulture, environmental benefits, turf grass management, ecological conservation, as grasses hold the soil. So these things are the things in which agroecology deals briefly. So I hope so. That's all for today. We have discussed agroforestry in detail. I hope you all understand it. For any queries, just comment. Press the like button if you like it. Share and subscribe. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.